If you want to be happy, be Leo Tolstoy. Once the sailing season was over in Alaska, I departed for Annapolis, Maryland. Lisa left Puerto Rico in our last video so we could meet there for the boat show. Since 1970, the United States Sailboat Show has been taking place in Annapolis, Maryland. Lisa and I have been to several boat shows all over the U.S. The October Sailboat Show in Annapolis is hands down the best show you are likely to see. They have innumerable vendors showing everything from rope and teak to the latest electronics. Vessels range from tenders to multi-million-dollar sailing vessels. Everything is on display. You can board as many boats as you like, compare and contrast, and speak directly to the builders and their company representatives. The vendors and vessels aren't the only thing to check out while at the boat show. They assemble industry leaders, popular YouTube personalities, and instructors to provide workshops, seminars, and a cruisers university. Close to 100,000 people travel from all over the world to attend the October Annapolis Boat Show. Since Lisa and I are not in the market for another boat, we didn't board many vessels, but we did check out the new Antares, of course. They still make a beautiful boat and have continually tweaked the model every year. The generator compartment hasn't really changed since our boat was made. However, it has been cleaned up quite a bit, and now you can see all of the hoses are properly marked and the seacocks are easy to access. The lines coming from the mast are led down through the battery lock back through tracks to the cockpit. Every electrical wire is properly connected and nicely ran in accordance with ABYC. While the deck hasn't actually changed since we purchased our boat, they have added a bowsprit, which takes another head sail and is sturdy enough for you to walk out there should you need to. The side decks are also clear of all lines, and you feel well contained and secure when you're entering the cockpit from the side decks. As we take a little tour towards the interior of the boat, the layout has pretty much remained the same since our purchase. However, there are a few small upgrades that you can see throughout the boat. Upgraded switches, new light fixtures, and more connections for wireless devices. The washer dryer on this vessel is located just forward of the master cabin in a closet. This keeps it out of the way of the main salon. The new Antares comes with an upgraded hardtop. This hardtop is significantly larger than the one on our 2003 Antares. The rain catchment system has hoses that run to the interior of the vessel. Downstairs in the lockers you can operate the rain catchment to run overboard to wash out or to run directly into the tanks. As we make our way forward on the port side, you can see the nice cabinets and the oven and microwave. The third cabin forward on the port side is still relatively the same. On this one, they have added some stairs to get you up to the mattress easier. The port head now has a separate shower. One of the great features I love about all Antares is that they do not try to cram too much into the vessel. As you can see through all the compartments, everything you need to maintain and service the vessel is orderly and is not restricted when you get in there. It's not like working on a compact car. And that is a great benefit when you actually have to maintain your own vessel. We also carved out some time to visit some of the people we look up to in the sailing community. We stopped by the Women Who Sail booth, and Lisa had her book signed by Lynn Party. Lynn has been sailing for decades and is a wealth of wisdom. Any of her books are worth a good read. Lisa also got to meet the stars of Project Atticus. We have been following their YouTube from the beginning. Lisa may have been a bit starstruck talking to her new bud, Desiree. Most of the seminars put on by the boat show are free to attend. We sat in the Delos seminar. There were so many people waiting to see them, they did an extra show. The room was packed for both seminars. Delos is another titan of the sailing YouTube industry, so it's no wonder they garnered so much attendance. It was difficult to capture their audio on the camera. Since there were so many people in the auditorium, there was a lot of background noise. Delos covered everything from healthcare and health insurance aboard to navigation and sail plans. It was an awesome presentation that ran over an hour. It was very informative. If they are ever giving a seminar when you go to the boat show, be sure not to miss it. Immediately after the second Delos, Ruby Rose came up to the stage. Nick and Teresa are an amazing couple that has been sailing for just a few years now, but already have a large following. Their witty banter and authenticity on their show is always worth the watch.
Hi. I don't know. Where's Matt? Matt's not here. I can't raise a screen.
The scope for it going wrong is huge. There might be a fire by then if I touch it.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I'm Sorry for those of you that can't see the screen, we'll just have to leave it the way it is. So we had to get back up to the UK somehow. So we had two options. We could either go through the canals, obviously that's what we chose in the end, or we could sail around. And this is what I want to draw your attention to, because this was the alternative. And this is what most people choose to do, either because they have restrictions around the sailing boat that they have, or because it's easier and it can actually be quicker, despite the fact that it's more in terms of distance. So we would have had to sail.
The second day of the show, Annapolis had a king tide, and the day was canceled early. It reminded me of Oriental when the main street would flood in front of the bean.
Good morning, guys. We are in a suburb of Baltimore, not too far from the Baltimore airport, at Queenstown Park. Let's take a look at this park and see what kind of trail we can find.
If you enjoyed this episode, remember to hit the like button. And don't forget to subscribe so you can keep up with us next week when we go down to Puerto Rico and get ready for the sailing season. We'll see you guys next time.
Ignore the clock and the things that can find me.